Today we have a love reading. I felt I'm very close to the theme of love, let's put it this way. And I felt that for our second reading in the channel, doing a love reading would be auspicious, let's put it this way. And to choose today, for you to choose, I decided to pick up 3 different decks with 3 different the Lovers cards, so you can choose which one attracts your attention, which one you're more called to. And for that, we have here the first one is the Lovers from the Tarot of Aphrodite. The second one is the Lovers from the Ethereal Visions tarot deck. And last but not least, we have the Lovers from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I have a little breakdown of our reading today, just so I keep on track, don't ramble too much, and we'll hope you can read my tiny, tiny handwriting. And this is a reading for the romantics, for people who believe or know that there's someone out there that's meant for them, or maybe you already have this person in your life. And we're going to be first doing a check. We will look at your love line. Normally when I do readings, I kind of see a line or a stream of whatever topic I'm talking about in the person's life. And today we're going to look at your love line. And we're going to have a look at how it has been. How was it in the past? How is it now? And from now on, we will look what you should expect or do starting now and into the future. That's very, let's put it this way, we're going to see what shows up and then we go from that. And lastly, we will try to get you a message from your person. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching in advance. And if you want to know a little bit more of what I have imagined for this channel, there will be next a little section where I talk to you about how I want to build a community here. If you don't want to stick around for that, you can just click the, oh, how's it called? Oh my god. You can just click the timestamps and go straight to your reading. If you do that, I'll see you then. If not, I see you in a second. Hi, if you stayed here with me to talk a little bit about the community, I would like to tell you what my intention is with this channel, because I gave it a lot of thought. Yes, I can and I want to be a channel for spirit, to communicate, to relay messages, and be, a channel, a bridge between spirit and you. But I also thought that I want to try and create a community where we can all share in the comments, where we can check in and show support to each other. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to stop and say hi, I would really like that, to communicate and get to exchange a little bit with everyone. So yeah, that's just a little, I just wanted to take a moment to share this with you, a little bit of an introduction and an invitation. So if you want to, I would love to meet you in the comments. It would be my pleasure. And yeah, let's get into your readings. Hi, Paya number 1, and welcome to your reading. As I said in the beginning, we have a little structure where we're going to look at your line regarding this love. For some of you, this could be a point in time or a specific, how's it called? A specific situation. But for some of you, this, I think for most of you, it is more like a continuum. So it's how it's been for a time and how it was for a time, not exactly a mark. All right, so we'll begin here. We have Aphrodite and Dog, protection from a powerful friend. In this deck, Aphrodite represents the Empress. And it's also significant because the deck's called the Tarot of Aphrodite. And Aphrodite is the goddess of love. It's very nice because I was inspired by Aphrodite to do this reading. And that was the first card that came. So it's nice to feel her presence. But let's see how this has been for you. I see someone who has, how can I say this? First thing that came to my mind was divine protection. But I'm trying to connect this with a love reading. I'd say that your story with this person or people has been divinely protected. It's something that, I heard like this, it will be beneficial for spirit and for the world and for you to have this story happen. I also see that you might have been a very romantic person. If you are, shout out to all the romantics out there. Times can be hard for us sometimes. But yeah, I see that maybe you were aware of this connection since a very young age or since a long time. Also, I see that you have a loving presence, let's put it this way, that you exude love in many ways. Yeah, love and beauty in the case of Aphrodite, but it's beauty in many senses. That's very nice. I heard you have a beautiful soul, a kind soul, a soul that's not just willing. It's not a matter of will, but you naturally see love and feel love and respect love and attract love. Yes, you are not a magnet for love exactly, because a magnet only pulls things in. You are pulling and giving love in many different ways. It doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic partner, like a romantic love where you have relationships, romantic relationships that are that significant. Maybe you do, but I'm seeing more like a general love. You love beautiful things, you love I heard even like sadness. I mean, I don't know if that's a bit controversial, but you know, sometimes when we do feel sadness, it can be easy to just want to escape it, and actually a lot of times that's okay, it's actually a good thing. But sometimes you can also appreciate, I don't know if the word is appreciate, but well, I'm sad, there's also some beauty in it, and you know, this is how I feel, and how can I express this, how can I, maybe you create things from sadness, and for happiness too. I just saw like a spectrum, like there's a lot of happiness and some sadness here too, and there's how life goes, like not just sadness and happiness, but it's like two extremes, but there's also everything in the middle, and you have an appreciation for all of it, not just black and white, but all of the shades in between. And that's a way of loving. I was gonna say loving life, but there I felt to stop there. It's a way of loving. If you not necessarily accept everything in the sense of, oh, even if bad things are happening, I will just accept and be grateful. Not in that way. I do believe that we can learn from things that are not very good for us. We can draw strength from things that are not always good for us, but we don't necessarily need to, you know, be happy that they happen to us. Just to clarify. With protection from a power friend, the first thing that came to my mind, as I said, was divine protection. Oh, I see. I see. It's a similar energy that I was seeing before too, because I was looking at the dog, and dogs have an incredible capacity of showing love and kindness, and you if you ever saw a dog, you know how they are. They will just go to anyone and cheer and be happy and like want to lick them all the time. Oh, okay, not all dogs every time. Some of them wants to bite you, but this dog specifically, like looking at his little face, doesn't he look like a loving dog that would approach you if you're walking around, and the dog just comes because he wants to play with you. So yeah, I think it is your energy in general, and it is how you have experienced love. That's also like the root of your connection. Like you're connected to this person. How can I explain? Not necessarily because you are meant to be or because you're a soulmate. For some of you, it could be a soulmate case, but more like, oh, I have so much love to give, and this person, we might see a little bit more about the person, but this person is, okay, I have to keep talking about dogs. Dogs can be nice to a lot of people, but they will be loyal and, attract is not the right word, but it's their owner, so they will show even more love and care and compassion. I don't know if dogs can show compassion. I don't have a dog. I haven't had a dog in a long time. But it's like, the dog loves the owner and the owner loves the dog, but the owner can also love another dog, another cat. Okay, this is getting a little bit complicated. Because what I'm trying to say is not like, oh, you only have a lot of love for this person. This person have a lot of love for you. I don't know if they have a lot of love in general for other people and other things. The love we were talking about, I don't know, because I'm reading your energy, not theirs. But it's not a case like that. You have a lot of love for them and, medium love for everyone else, for the world. You have a lot of love in general, but maybe for this person or these people, it's concentrated. Yes. I'm seeing it like this. You are... how can I explain? It's actually... I'll tell you what I'm seeing, but I know it works the other way around, okay? I'm seeing like an ocean. You have an ocean of love. But then I'm seeing a river, like I think it's called a delta, right? When the river meets the sea. But I'm seeing the other way around. Like I know in real life the river is flowing into the sea, but I'm seeing as the opposite. The river, the ocean, like narrowing and channeling the water, like bringing the water through the sea. Through the river. Back to where it begins. I hope that makes sense. Alright, let's go to the next. This is how it's been, but have in mind that, as I said, sometimes it's not like how it is right now, but a more general perspective. Alright. Queen of Swords. And climbing towards success. That's interesting, because normally not just me, but the Empress has a lot of water energy, has a more emotional way of being. Yeah. Let's leave it there. And the Queen of Swords, yes, she's capable of loving, but she experiences the world through her mind first. In this particular image, first of all, there is something about beauty. I don't know, it could mean different things for different people. Just because with Aphrodite, I relate that to beauty a lot. I mean, she is related to beauty. And also, like, I'm looking this princess, queen, I think, and I just thought, wow, I have seen this before, but just looking at it now, I thought, wow, like, she's looking amazing. I would like to borrow her clothes. And her hair is really pretty. So there's that. But that in this specific deck, this specific image is making me think, okay. There's two messages. I'll tell you both, and maybe you relate to both. Maybe some of you will relate to only one and another. And the first thing is, I saw it like, yes, you have this very open heart, you have all this love, but maybe, you know, as I said in the beginning, it can be hard for the romantics these days. So giving all this love might have brought some scars. Maybe you didn't receive as much love as you gave, and that might have made you be more logical. I'm seeing this as a, I know, it's probably the queen's honoring the knight. But what I saw when I thought when I saw the image was, he's judging him to know if he's worth it. I guess it's the same. Even if she would honor the knight, first he has to prove that he is honorable and deserves to be knightly, to become a knight. Yeah, that was the first thing. So maybe you had to create a screening process. First, be sure that your person is your person. You know, like you might have met other people that, I'm not gonna say that if you had other relationships that didn't work out, that they were a waste of time, or that you shouldn't have done it, or anything like that. I think every relationship we have provides us with something. What something is different from every person it's different for every person and for every experience. But yeah, I saw like this. You maybe as a child or at a younger age, you were more open with the way you shared your love, and now you have to create a screening process, and that's good. It can be great. It can lead you to your person a bit faster, let's put it this way. But also be careful not to... do I want to say be careful? Okay, the other thing that I saw was that for some people, it wasn't about judging. And when I say judging here, is judging in the... how do I say this? Having good judgment, like, oh, okay, first, before I, get heads over heels and really dive deep, I need to check, like, oh, is this person compatible with me? Is this person, screen the green flags, so let's put it this way. But for other people, this process might have gone a little bit extreme, turned a little bit extreme, and you now keep everyone at arm's length and have a hard time like giving your soft, beautiful, wonderful, powerful heart to others, so you like keep a little bit of a distance. As I said, I'm not going to tell you that you should not do that, but I will tell you that if you could, like this, I see this very, wow, okay, that's a lot. If you can combine both these mindsets, that would be amazing. That will lead you to your person, to the success of this connection a lot faster. As you see here, climbing towards success. And when I said that, I was thinking that those are complementary energies that I'm feeling. And then I looked at this at the same time I was thinking, and you know, there are both colors here, the green and this, let's say it's dark pink, red. And I thought of them like, oh, they are complementary colors. Yeah. Okay, so I think right now, or like lately, and lately could be any amount of time for you, you have been kind of learning that lesson of, actually it's not even a lesson, it's just as you experience life and you feel this way, you feel that way, you work this way and see how it goes, and then you work this way and see how it goes. It's just like a natural, how do I say this? It's just natural that this would happen, that you would find both. Oh, it's interesting because we were talking about extremes, and then a lot of that happens in the middle. And with the both colors, I was thinking of a color wheel, and I was thinking of all the colors in the color wheel, on the color wheel. I'm so sorry if my English annoys you. I'm not a native speaker, but I'm trying my best. And yeah, the opposites, you experiment with both and everything in between, and then you come to a natural conclusion that, okay, this can serve me sometimes and this can serve me another times, and the middle is where like the gold really is. Let's put it this way. So yeah, and here is what to expect and do in the future. No, not in the future. Yeah, I did want to say in the future. Okay. Let's see. Successful outcome to a problem and bridge. All right. Let's see. Okay, I will say this very carefully because it was the first thing that came to mind, and it just looks very much like this. It could be that in the near future, maybe you're already experiencing that. I'm not gonna say that, well, maybe for some of you already even feel that you might be investing in a relationship or relationships that you kind of already know there is no future there, that you've been investing for a while and you just are not getting what you deserve or getting anything out of it. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled my eyes when I said that. I just got this energy of like, wow, that's very specific. I got it wasn't even an image. It was like I was the person saying that. I was with you, I don't know who you are, but like I was with a person and the person was telling me about their relationship problems, and then I was just like rolling my eyes and telling how many times you're gonna tell me that? You already know that this person's not giving you anything and you're still there and you need to move. And as I said that, I looked at the bridge and I felt like, oh, you want to leave before the bridge breaks, or more specific, before you're in the middle of the bridge when it breaks. Why am I saying this? First of all, I know this is the center of the image, but was drawn to the background here. I don't know if you can see, there are some people and they are, mingling and doing things in the background, and you're just here sitting and tired, you cannot even see what's on the other side. And with the, how's that called in English? Oh, I just looked that up the other day when I was talking to my husband. I'm not gonna try to remember now. But the musical instrument is here. So I'm seeing like, oh, I think she was potting That's the story that I'm seeing. And she was partying and she was playing her instrument and dancing around, and you know, it was getting late. She was like, okay, I'm playing here and people are having fun, but they're not really interested in what I'm playing. They're just talking and everything. So I'm just gonna take a rest. This party has been going on for too long, and in the beginning it might have been fun, people were dancing, but then people just started talking and no one was really paying attention to the musical act. And she was like, oh, I'm tired of performing, I'm tired of giving my best. I'll just sit down and retreat with my musical instrument. Also, a very present day situation that came to mind was like, oh, you're constantly texting this person, you're constantly calling them, oh, do you want to do something together, or could we see each other? You know, you're the one who's always reaching out, and then the person's like, yeah, we'll see. Like, okay, maybe. And you know, as I said, you have a lot of love to give. I think for you, at least for some of you, you will not be really satisfied with a relationship that's too surface level. You want someone to love and show their love as much as you do. And I'm not saying that the person that's not texting you or asking out doesn't care for you. I'm just saying that maybe this is not what you deserve. Yeah, or what you want. That's for you to decide. I can't tell you what you want or not. In the case that you don't have a situation like that happening, if you're single, if you're not looking into getting into a relationship or something, in case this is not relevant to you right now, I would say that maybe, oh yeah, it is a matter of patience. If you're not in a relationship right now, I think I heard it like advice. The advice here is don't rush into anything. I know this is just a bridge, but I don't know if you can see here in the middle, this part of the bridge kind of looks like the tower for me in tarot, and it made me think like, don't rush anything. Take some time to I was going to say take some time to maybe process this balance act that you've been learning, but that's not relevant to many of you, I think. Maybe for some of you. It's more like, don't rush into anything that's not solid. Because with the tower, you could just rush into something that is not meant for you. And when I say meant for you, it's not like the universe said that this is meant for you. It's just not compatible. It's just not what really will make you happy. It doesn't have a solid foundation, so it will not bear any fruit. As I said, I will not tell you what to do. You do whatever you want. And as I said before too, I think all the experiences, romantic experiences, they can, teach you something, or yeah, some of them just teach us that we deserve better. Just teach us that how can I say this? It just teaches what we don't want, what not to do in a relationship, or not to accept in a relationship. So yeah, from this moment on, the advice here, or what to expect here, is that your love is out there, for sure, but at least in the immediate future, and when I say immediate future, for some of you it's like a few days, for others of you it might be months or years. It's different. Maybe you can check within your intuition to see what sounds more aligned with you, or just wait and see what it is what time frame is yours here, but in the immediate future, oh, I heard it like this. Even if it looks like this person is your person, take a little pause, take a little break to check. Because I'm not gonna tell you, like, if you meet someone tomorrow that this is definitely not your person. It might be. Just give it a little bit of time, and it can be any amount of time that you think is necessary to check with yourself, check with your guides if you work with spirit guides or any spirit that you work with. Just check, okay? All right. I think that's it. Now we're gonna look for a message from your person, and I'm going to remove those to the side because we will grab a few more cards. We will look a little bit more in depth here, but let's just start with what we got. Oh, I also forgot to mention that these cards, the tarot cards, I don't know if you noticed in the beginning that only this one was facing up like this, and the others all were hidden. So I would say that this one is not the most important one. It's not like that at all. But okay, for some of you, this might be not the immediate future. This might be what's already relevant for you now. For others of you, this is also a major arcana card. Like, you have two major arcana cards, one in the beginning, like as the past, and one in the future. And I think it might be an important part of your journey to learn how to take this break and look through a different perspective and check if this is really what you want. And also if that's not relevant, if you're already in a relationship, I mean, that would still be relevant in this case, but also it is a very strong urge to learn when to stop and take a break, so you're not performing for no one to be enjoying. Okay, we can perform just for the sake of performing because we love it, but in this case specifically, I'm seeing like, yeah, don't try to be the best girlfriend, the best boyfriend, the best partner for someone who is not even noticing what you're doing. I think that's it. All right, now let's see a message from your person. Okay, let's see, how do I do this here, and we will take some. Oh, that was fast. Wow, that was very fast. And from pile one's person. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a lot. We'll take this one. Oh, wow. Wow. I will take a moment to notice this, that as you saw, many cards fell here, and it fell right. Oh, wow. Okay. We need to take a minute here. Because I was just about to say that, as you saw, those cards fell into the flame, but none of them got burned. And then when I tried to pick it up, I spilled and made a mess, which is not good because I still have other piles to read. But yeah, I as that was happening, I had a feeling that I was going to say that even if you are in a relationship, as we put it before, that's not very fulfilling, or, you know, if you are in this situation, first of all, be careful with the burnout. I think that's the perfect word for this feeling, the burnout, the emotional burnout. And for some of you, okay, we go back to this card. That, how do I put this into words? It might feel scary to give your love freely, to give your love it's not unlimited love, your pure love, yes. Especially if you have had experiences of burnout, of, you know, sometimes toxic relationships or things like that. It might be hard to do that and still keep trust. It might be hard to be hurted like that and still be trusting. But with discernment, you will not be burnt. Like with the right person, you will not be burnt. And even as you're trying to find the right person, and you might end up in situations like we said before, it might leave some stains, it might make a little bit of a mess, but it's not the end of the world. It might feel like that. And I'm not trying to tell you, oh, it's not the end of the world, don't be dramatic. Because as you saw here, it was kind of a dramatic situation. Okay, sorry. I'm not telling you, like, don't be dramatic. It's not the end of the world. I'm just telling you that, okay, I can have some scars, but I can still get up and keep going until I find my person. Which is interesting because the card that came out of that little bit of a mess was, there is some wax in here. It's Archangel Azrael, and it says, comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Wow, how incredible is that? This is a heart-shaped this is a heart-shaped candle, and while we were trying to get this card, if the other ones fell into it, didn't get burned, but made a little bit of a mess, and the one card that we got from that mess was this one. So, yeah, I jumped ahead a little bit here, but your person, okay, I feel that I should read this way, so let's do it. Your person is telling you, I'm here, I'm always with you. We also have here, stay connected. I'm going to lift it up. You can pause to read it if you want. Hope you can see well. I think your person is telling you, it might be necessary, it might be the case that you have some experiences that I heard you like tarnished your soul, and I know this can have many different meanings, but this specific situation was like, it might, okay, I'm seeing that ocean again, and the ocean flowing into the river, as we talked about before, and you might want to close the delta, you might want to close that channel and keep the ocean contained on its own, which would be understandable if you had some experience that were really hurtful, but your person is like, it might be that your soul agreed when coming to Earth to go through these situations for some reason, sometimes to prepare, to tell you what you not want, to tell you what you're worth, but you don't have to go through it alone. you're never alone. I'm always with you. That's very nice. And for some people, it could be that you know, if you are open to a poly kind of love, it could be there's more than one person talking to you here because you have the Three of Wands. But I also saw that it is you looking to the ocean. Oh, that's interesting. See, there's also an ocean here. Looking to the ocean and being like, oh, where is my person? Where is this a boat? I don't know, but I saw it like a little boat, and you're seeing like those little boats going, and you're like, where is the person coming on the boat, like my person? And you're there, you're looking, and spirit and your person are behind you, or the higher self of your person is behind you, and it's like, okay, you might need to be looking a little longer, but I'm still here with you. My 3D self is just taking a little bit of time to, you know, make the boat. But I'm coming. So there's that. With older men here, I will literally say it could be an older man. Of course, no, let's not rule out the obvious. But it could also be... Oh yeah, that gave me that vibe. Like, that. I don't know if you also felt it, but I kind of had this feeling throughout the entire reading of you having to... It's not mature. Well, maybe mature. Like, have some experiences to come to balance, to come to the perfect state to receive this love. And, you know, as an older man who's wiser, well, at least that's what people tell us, the older men are wiser. But it could take a little while and experience for you to be in the right moment, right state of mind and all of that to meet your person. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you today. Pile number 1. I do apologize for the little mess we made here, but I think it was important that happened. And I will invite you, if you already saw the little comment about community that I made in the beginning, to share with us. Tell us how did that make you feel, or just tell us anything that you like. I will also be talking with you there. I will share too. And I would love to hear any feedback. I'm really new to this. I'm still getting used to this. And if you have any feedbacks or any suggestions, I would love to hear. So thank you very, very much for being here, for the pleasure of letting me read this to you. And I wish you so much joy and happiness, to you, to your spirit guides, to your person. And yeah. Oh, that's nice. This all the candle just went out. Okay, I see you soon, I hope. Bye. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. As we said in the beginning, there is kind of a structure for the reading today, but it's more like a guideline, because it doesn't have to be, oh, this is the past, this is the moment now, and this is the future. Time doesn't really work like that, or at least spirit time doesn't work like that. It's kind of a flow, a continuum. So just so you know, there's that. And in the end, we will have a little message from your person. We're gonna get some oracle cards for that. But without further ado, let's start your reading. I would like to say, to start with, first of all, your reading, while I was shuffling for pile number 1 and pile number 3, I got just one card for each momentum, let's put it this way. For you, there were many cards, as you can see, and they came very fast and very energetically, very energetically. I hope that's the right word. So I do want to point that out, like they were eager to come, and there was like a, how can I say, yeah, oh, why do I want to say hunger? Like, oh, I just want to come and give all the information that I can as best as I can. So I would tell you that. And also I will consider that those cards, they were facing me, so they came out like this, and those were hidden. So that might be significant. Let's see. Let's start here. Let's start at the beginning. Oh, that's very nice. With the Queen of Pentacles and Peacock, they give me a similar vibe, like similar energy of abundance, of exuberancy. Is that right? Like an exuberant person. That gives me same vibes there. But let's see, what does it mean looking at your line of love, specifically this line of love? We can have different lines. We can have different passions, different loves. So that's that. But yeah. Okay. I would say that you were aware of this person or people very early in your life. Because like with the Peacock and the Queen of Pentacles, it's kind of hard to miss, you know? When you see a peacock, your eyes will be drawn to the peacock if the feathers are open. It's kind of hard to miss. So you might be aware of this person very early. For some of you, you might have met this person very early. Or because with the Queen of Pentacles, it's a very grounded energy. Yeah. So you might have met this person, or you might just have a certainty. You might have been certain of their presence, certain that you would meet them at one point. I heard like there was never a shadow of a doubt. You always knew you would meet your person and it would be an amazing love story. Yeah, it was hard to miss. I think that's the first message. That might be a confirmation for you if you have this feeling. It can be hard if you're this certain about it and you haven't had physical proof, like 3D proof of this love. It can be hard, but and if it's the case, I will just take this moment to tell you this is Spirit telling you no, your intuition is right. You're seeing a peacock, it's not a mirage. If you haven't met your person yet, this might be especially relevant. If you have met your person already, for some of you, this could be that you are already together since the beginning of the story. You started together. Well, not started in the sense that you started life together, but from the point we are going, like the start point for this reading, you are already together. Okay? I will keep that in mind as we go. Now let's see. We will look at both of them because they came together. And we have the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. And those two also came together. That's interesting because they came to, yeah. Disappointment in a friend or lover and family matters. I will say that with family matters, I would bet there are some of you here that are already in this relationship. We already maybe have a family together. If that's the case, do let me know in the comments. Okay, for some of you, yeah, that's interesting because I was telling you before that you might be certain of something and not really have 3D proof of it. With the Four of Cups here, I'm seeing you like I never interpreted this card like this. Okay. Other people can only see those 3 cups. Those are the material reality cups. And for some of you, I heard maybe some people are telling you, what are you waiting for? this guy or this girl or this person looks perfect for you. Why don't you just pick them? And you're like, no, because when I close my eyes, I can see that the cup is coming. Like, my person is not here on the ground, but I know for sure that they are there somewhere. So yeah, some of you might deal with that, the pressure of like, oh, why don't you just settle? And you're like, nope, not doing that. If that's the case, if that's you, I would say, yeah, the spirit will support that. For some of you, maybe, no, I was going to tell you that maybe you could experiment with those 3D cups. And I do believe in that, but it doesn't belong here in this part of the message. If you know your person and you already decided to wait for them, stick with that. Yeah? Don't let me or anyone else tell you. Maybe experiment, and be with this person. Maybe that will be your person. I think when you find your person, you will know. Yeah. All right, that's the second message. Okay, that's the spirit. I will apologize for this reading and any other readings that you might watching my channel, because even when I do have a plan, sometimes spirit just goes a completely different way and I just follow, because this was supposed to be the where it is now, and it actually both messages make sure here for this moment, but that was also a little bit of advice in there. So yeah, okay. Maybe many of you chose this pile. There might be a larger amount of souls connected to this pile because it's kind of scattered. I have lots of messages coming from different angles, let's put it like this. So yeah, we have some of you are dealing with that you know your person's coming. There might be some pressure from the outside to choose a 3D partner already. Some of you already chose and you're already with this person for a long time. Maybe you already have a family. This is also to do with the message we were talking about before about okay, because it's interconnected. We were talking about, your person's out there. Some of you might be, okay, I'm fine, I know it, I will wait, I will, this is easy for me. Some of you might have tried finding this person. I'm gonna move this, I think. You might have tried to meet this person in your real life. That's not a good way to put it, but in the 3D life, a real material person. You might have tried with one or many people, and where you thought, okay, this might be my person, this might be the connection I've been feeling for a long time, and it wasn't quite that, and that might have left you so disappointed that now you are doubting if your intuition was true. I heard oh, maybe it was just wishful thinking. Maybe I should just give up on that person, and because you've been hurt before, you tried, and you're like, oh, that might be my person. It looks like it's my person, and then it turns out it's not. But here, as you can see, your person's still out there, and it's I don't know if you notice, this person, they both have their eyes shut, but this person has a serene expression, and they're like, oh, I know they're out there, I just need to wait. Maybe you have a connection with them in the 5D or in the spirit realm where you can even feel their presence, exchange messages. Well, this person is I heard the channel has been cut because maybe you started like this, and as we were talking about, maybe some people pressured you, or maybe just it's not pressure. You just wanted to have a relationship, and that's totally fine. There's no shame or guilt in having any other relationships that's not your soulmate or, you know, the one for you. Even because you can have more than just one. Love can come in many different ways. But yeah, here you might have tried and just, you didn't really feel that the connection that you expected was the connection you had. And that changed things. You're closed to that now. Not that you're close to your person, because I don't think you can ever do that if you... I don't want to use the word destined, because I don't want to feel like, oh, you don't have a choice in the matter. But if you agreed to have a connection, special romantic connection with another soul or souls, this agreement is not that lightly dismissed. You can change your mind, of course, but you have to meet them first before you make that decision. And I think that in this case here, it didn't happen yet. So maybe now you are feeling like, oh no, I'm closed off. I don't want to have hopes anymore because I've been disappointed a lot. All right, here is we're moving a little bit more into the future, like it's the now to immediate future. Also, I would like to mention those cards, as we said before, they were facing down, and you see both of them have this theme of it's not something that you have seen with your own eyes for some of you, but if you just need to wait for it to be revealed. Yeah, for some of you, you went through that and you already met your person and came together. Yeah. Now let's see what else is hiding here. The 5 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. This card, the 8 of Wands, it came very fast, and the card itself talks about fast speed, momentum, or something happening, like, you know, today. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll get that. And so yeah, if you are still waiting for your person, then I don't think it will take much longer for them to be in your life. And when I say much longer, this is something that me and my spirit guides, we talk about sometimes, that what is not long. For us as humans, sometimes a month is longer, as long as a long time. Sometimes a year, but for spirit, they're not very reliable with that. So it won't take long, but what long means is subjective. But in any case, I don't think, even for us as humans, that will take that long. With the 5 of Swords and good advice from a wise person. Okay, this is very specific for the people that we were talking about, other people telling you that you should give up, or it could also be just your mind telling you to give up. In both cases here, you could have, you know, the little voice in your head saying, oh no, this, what you're waiting, what you are so sure about, is not true, just look at what's in front of you. Or because of all the bad experiences, you could be, oh no, I will not keep engaging with this fantasy that you might think it's a fantasy. In both cases, I think here, for this part of the reading, I was thinking what to expect or to do. In your case, it's kind of an advice and also what to expect if you follow this advice. And it is to separate that voice or these people and go back to your intuition. Because here we have Al, good advice from a wise person. And yeah, I think the wisest person, the wisest voice you can listen to is your own intuition, your own higher self. And if that's telling you that your person is still coming and you know you should wait for them, not wait like don't date anyone else, that's not what I mean at all, that's up to you, do what you want, but like that if your intuition is telling you I have my perfect person, I have perfect also, take that lightly, but the person that's perfect for me, do trust that. Like this is an advice to listen to your intuition more than the other voice in your head or from other people. For people that are already in this relationship, you might be questioning if this is your right person, even though you're with them already. And in this case, also try to look at it from a different perspective. Try to make sure that this question is not coming from, you know, some limiting belief or some self-doubt or anything like that. Yeah. For both cases, or all the cases, I don't even know how many cases we talked about here, things are moving fast. If you already have your person, you might be entering a new chapter. Things can be speeding up, you know, if you don't live together, maybe you're now living together. If you're already married, we have here family matters, maybe family is growing or something like that. So for those of you that's already in a relationship, there's also movement there, you know, movement forward. For those who are not in contact or have not met your person, this is about to change too. You can expect, maybe for some of you it won't be that it is you will meet this person tomorrow and then you will be together tomorrow. It could be that you just you go from one mindset to this mindset, and maybe you meet someone who's close to that person that will eventually lead you to your person. Could be that too. But there's definitely movement. I will not say that it's a condition for you to experiment this movement, that you don't hear the other voices. But I will say that the faster you can do that, the faster you can go back to your intuition, to your certainty, or your, I hope this is the right word, you know, when you know deep down your soul, your intuition voice, that you know that this is coming for you and it's worth the wait. Yes, that is worth the wait. Like the faster you could come back to that, the faster the movement forward would happen. All right. Here now we'll put these cards away because we're going to look for a message from your person. And here, oh, by the way, I'm sorry about this. This was, well, not an accident with pile number 1. It was, there was a candle here and Spirit had a message that needed to be acknowledged, but for that they required to knock the candle and make a little bit of a mess. So I apologize. I don't have time to change the tablecloth. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see, a message from your person. Those cards also, they came together. That's why we're going to look at them this way. And they also came very, very fast. And they came with some messages. I will tell you the messages as we go. Wait, where's the card? Where are the cards I'm looking for? Oh, here. Here they are. Alright. So, pile number 2's person, our people, what do you want to tell them now? One message. Oh boy, as you see, they are very eager, but we're not taking all of that. Please, let's work with a thank you. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Let me cover this boxes thing. And done. Message. Would you like to give pile number 2? What message do you want to give pile number 2? Alright. So interesting. Oh, okay. I was thinking it's interesting because all the other cards came very easily, and this is taking a little bit of time. And then your person might be a little cheeky because I heard it like this. Oh, well, if you want us to tell you the message in few cards, in like 1 or 2 cards, it will have to take a while. If you'll just let us tell everything that we want to tell, we have so much, we would just give you like a bunch of cards. Well, you can. All right. Give me. Okay, thank you. As I said, you can. It came just one. Yeah, they just wanted me to let you know about the cheekiness. But that's so nice. Wow. Oh, okay. That happened with bio number 1 too, where I felt the message starts from here to here. So I'm gonna do that. And the first card is Archangel Uriel, and it says, "You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay." Oh my God, that's exactly what we were talking about, right? Just trust it. You already know. You've known for your entire life. Yeah, I also heard it like this. Maybe some of you had, how's it called in English? An imaginary friend from a young age, and that was your person already reaching out to you. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have Inspire Passion. I'm gonna hold it like that so you can, yep, there. You can read it. First of all, with all this fire and this passion, I do feel that, as I've been telling you the whole reading, they are very eager, they're very passionate, they are like, I feel like they really want to come and meet you. But, you know, maybe when you came to this earth, you had an agreement of the perfect timing, and it's more like what needed to happen before the perfect timing, I think. But yeah, they are really, really, really looking forward to meet you. And that's interesting. I'm seeing the fire like coming out of here, and I feel like it's their love for you, their fiery love for you. Oh, I heard it like this. It's the love has to be contained for now because they cannot give it fully to you. They still do. They still love you from the spirit realm, but I think that like when they meet you in real person, it will be very passionate. It will be like, you know, the kind of relationship where they will, you know, they want to see you a lot. They want to have lots of experiences with you. And that's nice. If that's what you want, that's nice. If that's not what you want, then you interpret it in another way. They will give you what you need. That's what I want to say. Yeah? Okay. And here, yeah, makes perfect sense. We have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is a very loving king. It's the king that will share their emotions. It is the king, in my personal opinion, is the king that is the most romantic. Let's put it this way. I heard it like this. I am the king of romance. I like your person's energy. And the Star. I think this is your first, yes, your first major arcana. As I think I said that to pile number 1 too, but in my experience, I've been reading for 7 years, and from my experience, those loves that we feel that we are meant to, that we feel like my person is out there, and you know, we can feel their presence. They are often like destined. Again, now I don't know if I said that to pie number 1 or to you. Destined doesn't mean you cannot change your mind. I think I did say that too. It means that it is something your soul really wants to experience, and it will do what it can to make that happen, but it's always up to you to choose to stay in that destined or not. And sometimes destiny can also be like destined for a while, and then something else come. But in your case, I feel like all roads lead to Rome, because that's the first thing I noticed here with the star. Again, like I have to get the card again, where even the small rivers, even if you had other relationships that were not as fulfilling, they will still lead you to the most fulfilling relationship in the end. And at the same time, your person is pouring into it from spirit realm 2, you just need to be patient. Yeah, you need to have a little bit of patience and keep your head in the game. Again, that doesn't mean that you should like become a monk and while you wait for your person. It's not that. You can if you want, but keep trusting, keep gazing into your intuition. Whatever you do, try to always remember that your person's still out there. All right? I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but you know what to do. And here, that's interesting because we have in this tea leaf we have mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and willing to change. It might be the case for some of you, especially if you've been hurt and you are tired of waiting for your person. It might be that you're like, oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, I knew it. I was looking at the mule, and it was like there was something I needed to see that was not there. And that makes perfect sense because I was thinking of a mule with, I don't know how that's called in English, but you know, when mules and sometimes horses, I don't know, when they have this thing in their eyes where they cannot see very well. Maybe you're trying to, close your eyes and not see your person. See, let's put it like that. Or in a different case, a different scenario, if you are with your head in the game, if you are focused, if you're not doubting your intuition, well, permission to be unwilling to change. If people are trying to convince you to go for another relationship, or give up on your person, or even yourself, if your own mind is telling you just give up, just settle, just tell it no, I will remain where I am. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that I was able to connect you and your person, at least for this half an hour. I will ask you to give me any feedback. As you might know, I am new to this. I'm still figuring out the whole YouTube thing. I just felt called for a long time. I needed to start doing it, and I finally used all this Aries energy to start. So please tell me in the comments if you have any suggestions and feedback. Also, if you didn't watch the community little section I put in the beginning, it was an invitation for you to be part of the community that we can share and talk to each other and maybe build something nice in the comments. Thank you very, very much for giving me the privilege to read for you. I don't take it lightly. I do appreciate it. And I'm sending lots of love, lots of gratitude, lots of joy to you, your person, any guides that have facilitated this reading. And I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. As I said in the beginning, we have a structure for this reading, but for this reading and any other readings I do, sometimes Spirit just wants to go a different direction, and that's okay. So just letting you know in case that happens. And also, this is a line, but we're not looking at one point and another point on another point. It might be that for some people, but think of it more as a continuous. This is the beginning and it's happening this way. Yeah, just an explanation. Anything else I need to tell you? I don't think so. Okay. And for starting our journey, we have 2 of Wands and Shield. You need to defend yourself. And I don't know when you're watching this. This is a timeless reading. However, if you're watching at the time I posted, that just happened. That humanity went for a little trip around the moon and came back. And well, if you in the future, you might still remember. And that made me think of this card and also the 2 of Wands concept. That it is someone wanting to go on a journey that is far, it might be difficult, they don't know exactly what to expect, so they're contemplating going into this mission. And I thought about how it's been 50 years since humans went to the moon, and how it took 50 years to even be able to go back around it. They're not even going and landing there yet, but it took time. And they were like, oh, we need to prepare, we need to do this and that. There were a lot of preparations. And in your case, I saw this as someone who is, you're the people on Earth looking at the moon, and I think that's common for every culture to look at the moon and, fantasize and admire it, but it's something far away, it's untouchable, and that's kind of what I see here for you, that in the beginning, you are not like it is for some people that from the start that you have a counterpart or soulmate or whatever you want to call it. It's more like a wish. You are not as connected in the 5D as some people might be, where they have dreams, or they will, feel their presence or something like that. For you, it's been more like, oh, I wish my person is out there, or I have a little feeling like an intuition that my person might be out there, but we're not that close. The contact between us is not that close yet, even in the higher realm. In the higher realm it is, but you're just not conscious. That's what I wanted to tell you. With the shield here, I saw it like, yes, you have this connection. Maybe your souls are already like talking in the background, but there is a shield between you and that connection. Well, not the connection, and that talk. That you can feel it, but not as tangibly. All right, moving on. We have 5 of Wands and both money or property through inheritance, winning or windfall. Oh yeah. This is to represent a little bit farther in that line. I was thinking around now, but it could be that it's a little bit in your past or a little bit in your future. Or in your case in specific, I'm seeing it more like it is a recurring experience. It is something that's like always in the background. Oh, that's nice. We also have the moon here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, I got lots of downloads. You have to play a chess game in the sense of, or you have to go on a boat trip. You have to go from Earth to Moon. There's a lot of preparation, a lot of pieces that need to be moved in a specific way for you to get to what you want to get. For you to capture the queen, for you to get to the moon. With the boat, I was thinking about actually similar. A spaceship and a ship, they're both using what they can to navigate. So modern spaceships, we have GPS. Is it GPS? Yeah, so in the landing they were using GPS. But like, I know nothing about spaceships, so anything like that, I just find this really cool. But they have lots of things to guide them. Yeah, same with the boats. Like, they, at least in the past, I guess they also have GPS and that now, but I was thinking more how they would use stars to orient them to where they want to go. So for you, it's more like that. You will probably not have a straight connection with that person, like, oh, I know my person is out there and I will meet them and all of that. It might be that you will move, they will lead you to where you need to be to meet them. So think of it that way. Okay. I don't know why. I mean, I do know what it was recent and all of that, and I was watching it, but I was thinking a lot about the moon trip, and I remember when I was watching it with my husband, they had like little marks they had to reach on the launch, during the launch. Forgive my English, sometimes I make some mistakes, but they had marks to reach. And it's like that. Your person or your spirit guides or even your higher self, they will guide you. Oh, you go through here, and then once you reach that mark, then you move to the next thing. So like, spirit has the GPS, they have all the information, but they will give it to you little by little. An example of that would be, oh, you have this longing, you kind of have this feeling of a person. It's nothing that concrete as much as a, soul connection is concrete in the, material sense. But you have the feeling. And then, but you're not really thinking about it. And then something unrelated happened and you go to study in a different country or a different school, or you just go there because that's the first mark you have to reach. And then you're there, and then years go by, and then after some years you graduate and you are offered a job in a different place, and then you go there, and at the same time maybe your love life is going, you have other relationships and stuff, and it goes like that. Eventually you're called to go to a party, or and then you go, and then that's when you meet your person. It's more like you're not thinking, oh, I want to find my person, or where is my person. It's more like, okay, I think I have a connection, but I'm busy with life, but eventually you will meet them. Yeah, I think I already said everything I wanted to say. Let's move on. This card was to represent the now. Remember, the now can be a little bit behind you, a little bit ahead of you. It's just, moving on. And we have horse, short journey, and 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. This is the now. This is advice and like what to expect, what you could do, or whatever spirit wants to say. But as I did say, now I will consider that because, especially because in your reading I've been repeating a lot that things are not fixed. Even though you have those marks to reach, there's no like specific timelines or anything like that. It's not as fixed. So yeah, this is now and also future. Let's put it like that. Maybe that makes sense also with the Five of Wands. Maybe you have reached. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm using so much the space trip, but maybe you have reached a point where you are forced to wait. Okay. Specifically, I was thinking about the return from the moon when they were returning to Earth, and there was a moment where they said the astronauts would lose their I don't know the technical word, but they would be like offline for a few minutes. And I was thinking that must be the scariest part, because you know something could go wrong while they were entering the atmosphere, and there would be no help because they could not communicate. And I thought when I saw this, it might be a situation kind of like that, where you have been moving from one point to another point, or from one move to another move, and now for a while things are getting a bit stagnant, or just I don't even. For some of you, might be stagnant, but you might be getting impatient. You might be. I also saw, like, on that trip, that there was a long time. Like, at first there were lots of things that were happening, and then there was a long wait between when they reached the right angle and velocity and everything. They kind of had to wait. So, and with the cage here, I think it's a matter of time, a matter of okay. I see. I looked at the horse and I thought, things are moving, but remember you have this shield, so it might look to you that you are not moving, that you are stagnant. Maybe, as I said, for you, getting a little bit restless, or feeling lonely. Oh, I really felt that some of you are really feeling lonely. Even if you are not sure that you have a person, you might still feel lonely. You might still miss something that you never had, that you don't even know you have. Yeah, I think so. But remember, things are moving, and your loneliness, if that's the case for you, it's not. I don't want to say that. Okay, what I do want to say is that it's not going invisible. Like, a spirit sees you and your person sees you. You know, like, there are those windows here, but she's not looking at them because she's too I wanted to say, like, too hurt by the oh my god, what's this word? Thorns, by the thorns, which might be the case for some of you. Loneliness might be hurting you, or the experiences might be hurting you, and you might be thinking, oh, that would be a good time to have someone, and you have them. It's just you're just not able to see them right now. And I will say that it's all nice when a spirit or a person or whatever tell us, oh, we're here with you. Even if you can't see us, we're still here. It's nice and it's comforting to know, but I will also say that I know how it feels when you're lonely in, the 3D life, and you just want to have a person. You just want to have someone to physically comfort you or just be there for you. I know that while spirit can bring us some comfort, we can still have both the comfort of spirit and still feel loneliness. It's still a very human experience. That's what I want to say. So if you're feeling that, my heart is with you, and I'm sorry you feel that way. Now, and I do want to apologize about this, because we had a little non happened, but Spirit wanted to tell something to pile number 1, and the best way to do that was to spill some of my candle. If you're like feeling that you want to know how that happened, like if you maybe check that part of the reading might have some message for you. But yeah, I do apologize. I unfortunately do not have the time to change the tablecloth now. I need to finish this reading soon. But yeah, let's go back to your reading. Now, these 2 cards, they came together, and they are a message from your person. I will remove those because we're going to use some oracle cards to get a little bit more information on your message. Let's see. What does pile number 3 person wants to say? Okay, we got 2. All right. Also, I got some downloads while I was shuffling. I'll tell you in a bit. Okay, they also came fast, very fast. Let's put those to the side. And let's go. With the other piles, it ended up being that I was reading this in this direction. I will see if that's the case here too. No, for you it starts here. First of all, with the Knight of Wands, normally the Knight of Wands for me would come as a message of things are coming fast, because it is a fast card. But in this specific case, with this image, I'm seeing, remember we were talking about, where is it? Like, there are things that needs to be done, there are marks that needs to be reached and stuff. Your person is coming, and they're coming as fast as they can, but it's like they have to jump through certain hoops, just like the astronauts had to go through different stages. Just like in a chess game, you have to, move around before you get to your destination. You have to go through some obstacles. It's the same. Your person, they want to let you know they're coming, they're doing their best, they're coming fast, but they have to jump some hoops while they're coming. That's what's taking long. I also want to message like beautiful night sky here. We've been talking a lot about the sky, so maybe that's a confirmation for some of you. Maybe that is a way you can connect with your person. Looking at the night sky, maybe astrology could be relevant to some of you. I also heard like night stories. Oh, and this could be literally night, like night, or night. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. If you feel called to read stories about night, there could be a message from your person that they're also about night. Specifically, I saw the book. It's called The Night Circus, or just Night Circus. I just came to my mind. So if you like reading, maybe give that one a try. I do love reading. And yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles here, it is a matter of patience. And also the Seven of Pentacles tell us of, it's not patience waiting for something to happen out of nowhere. It's patience in the sense of you already planted the seed, you tendered the plant, and kind of now all that's left to do is wait for the fruit to come. You can still, help the plant while it's growing, but I think that's the message they want to tell you, like, oh, I know it's taking a while, I know that, now, as we said here, it might look like the plant's not growing at all, but soon you will wake up. If you are in the forgot. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I have a really bad memory. I'm worried about that. How am I gonna have a tarot YouTube channel when my memory is so bad? I'm always forgetting what I wanted to say. But I wanted to say, if you're in a part of the world where it's spring now, and you know it's different in different parts of the world. I lived in different parts of the world, so I know that in some parts spring is not that, it's not that obvious that things grow out of nowhere, like there's a burst, and then others do. But if you are in that part of the world where it's been winter and everything looks like it's not growing or that's even dead, and then in like a matter of weeks everything's blooming again, that's what I wanted to tell you. Oh, and also it might be relevant here because some of you might be in a situation where things are growing very slowly, and you're able to observe the changes. It's not like a stark contrast between nothing happening and then something literally blooming overnight. And some of you might be in a situation, and I think those are the guys I was talking to when I said about feeling very lonely now. Maybe some of you are in that part of the world where it's been winter for a long time, and then if you're patient, you will reap the fruits of your growing tree in a fast manner. Like, oh, I'm lonely and I'm waiting, and then in a matter of, I don't know, months, weeks, years, something happened, and it's going to be very fast. So yeah, that's the message here. Let me organize those. And now let's look at those cards. I will mention that already because they were together with this one. Also, if someone has any advice on how to work with a ring light so it's not glaring on the cards, I would appreciate that. I'm trying to figure everything out here doing this YouTube thing. But yeah, thank you if you could and want to help me. Yeah, getting together with friends. That's very specific. For some of you, it might be helpful to have pets or kids or any. What your soul is trying to say is, I cannot be there with you now, but I will be sending you friends to bring you joy, to keep you company. I was thinking specifically about, sometimes when we are going through hard times and we have a pet, they motivate us to keep going. They are there for us. They don't need to do much, just show their love in their own way. So I was thinking that your guides, no, maybe your guides too, but your person is telling you that they are sending you. And also with children, I have a wonderful niece and a wonderful nephew, and at times when my life was not doing great, hanging out with them was the best. They really do cheer you up. But also, I heard it that like this, it doesn't have to be physical children or physical pets. It could be projects. If you have hobbies, or if you have creative outlets, or anything, can even be like playing video games or reading books, as I mentioned before. Books, I will also include it here. Things that will be there for you as a friend in their own way. You got 2 of these cards, so the other piles didn't. Let's look at them. All right. With this one, Archangel Hamuel, I don't know how to pronounce it. It says your life purpose purpose is triggering a blessed career change. First thing that I thought was, for some of you, this might be literal. Like, remember I even mentioned before that the way to your person might be, oh, there's a job here and I'm called to go to this job and this might lead to your person. It might be a case. For others of you, it's more like they're telling you, I'm trying to think of a new way to say it because I feel like I said it before, but I'll just say it again. Things are moving, you're just not seeing it. There might be slow movement, but there is movement. Yeah. And indigo and crystal children. With this, I'm also thinking about your inner child. For those of you who are, well, a lot of you, I think, might relate to the projects I was talking about that makes you happy, or just doesn't have to be a project, anything that makes you happy. I think this is confirmation of that, but also your inner child might be, oh, okay, that's very nice. Because sometimes I feel that our inner child is living in our subconscious mind. It comes up, to the surface sometimes, but it is, I personally relate it to the subconscious mind. And I was seeing, like, remember in the beginning I was telling you, oh, we might have an inkling of your person. You might, like, sense them, wish for them. And this is confirmation of, like, maybe your inner child knows and is very certain of it, but they are, where's the card? Behind the shield. Yes. Oh, okay, that's interesting. They are behind that shield, and you can know all of the information they know. However, and I will go back to the hobbies and things that make you happy, connecting with your inner child might be a way to connect to your person. I will say that for this part, the connection might not be as direct. You might not like feel them around or even hear from them very often in your dreams or something, but you might connect to them in some way. Okay, and here, oh, that's very nice. We have hope. I'm gonna hold it like this so you can read it. You can pause if you need to. I hope you can see. But in your case specifically, I am seeing as they're kind of repeating themselves here, like, oh, you cannot see me, but there is hope. Like, it might look dark, but there is a light. It might look like a bad winter, but oh, and I didn't even make this connection before. See the transition from winter to summer here. That's interesting. It might look that everything's very dark now, but there is a light, and I will come to you. There is hope. I'm really sorry if you are relating to this message of feeling lonely or going through a hard time. I really feel sorry. If you want to talk about it, or you feel like it, you can talk to me in the comments. Well, that's the good part. I mean, there are many good parts, but that's one good part of having a small channel. I have the possibility to reply and talk to you deeply if you want to. So yeah, I feel sorry for you. I feel for you if you are going through that. It's not like I feel sorry that, oh, poor you, in a degrading way. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, I pity you in a degrading way. I feel sorry for you because I do know, like, I personally know that sometimes it's hard to find hope, and I know the darkness too. If you're in there, I know it, and I can tell you for sure that there is hope, even when it looks like there's no hope. Yeah, pile number 3. I think that's all I have for you. I will tell you very quickly, if in case you didn't watch the community note I made in the beginning, that I would like to create a community here. That's one of my goals with this channel, to reach people and talk to them. And you know, if you like connecting with others, even if it's, you know, a little hi, a little oh, I wish everyone's doing okay, it's always welcome to do in the comments. Not just because it might help my channel, but because I really feel that way. That I thought a lot about starting this channel, and one of the things that made me decide that, okay, I need to do it and I need to do it now, is that I miss, and I think many of us might be missing, a place, a community place. And maybe this channel can become one in the future. Anyway, thank you very much for being here, for watching this reading, for letting me read for you. That is a huge privilege. I am very, very thankful, and I'm wishing you lots of joy and love and gratitude to you, to your person or people, any spirit guides, or any spirits that have facilitated this reading, that helped us get here. So yeah, I will leave you here, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.